Welcome to another episode of What is Hashimoto's with Dr. Martin Rutherford. To find out more on any of our topics, or for information on scheduling a consultation with Dr. Rutherford, please visit us at whatishashimotos.com. And now, here's Dr. Rutherford.
Okay, the question of the day is, can Hashimoto's give you a hoarse voice? And the answer is yes. And frankly, it's kind of a gauge to help the clinician to maybe understand what kind of Hashimoto's case he's working with, as well as maybe where to start care with that type of patient. So Hashimoto's and hoarse voice. It's pretty much, this is the more unstable Hashimoto's patient. So if you have a hoarse voice, you reach up here and your thyroid maybe swells a little bit and then goes away and swells a little bit. Maybe it's tender. Maybe you don't have any of the tenderness or swelling. Maybe you just have the hoarseness in the voice itself. You are, and it's affecting your throat. Usually it's because the thyroid is getting attacked. The hoarseness of the voice is usually because it is affecting your thyroid, maybe not to the degree where you're able to perceive that the thyroid is enlarging a little bit, because when I palpate people's thyroids, I would say more than half are shocked when I say you have an enlarged thyroid, and then I have them put their finger there and I have them feel this side, and I say, feel that side? And they go, yeah, and I feel that side, and they go, oh, that's not there. You know, so a lot of people are not aware that they have enlarged thyroids. It presses then against your cartilage, and then that creates a little bit of a difficulty swallowing, hoarseness of the voice. I get it. It's one of my signals as to when I start looking around going, okay, what's getting me here? What's happening? Did I eat the right things? Did I miss anything? Did I get enough sleep? Is it the fires that were taking place here back, a month ago? And, so it's kind of like a bellwether, a little bit of a bellwether. If you hear me, I have a teeny bit of it right now. And so it can be a guide. And when I say it can drive treatment, it usually means that you have an unstable Hashimoto's. And yes, I've had Hashimoto's forever and ever, and I do all the right things, but mine's still a little unstable because I had it bad and I still have to deal with it. So for those of you who are patients of mine who go, I'm not perfect yet, that's not always possible. And so basically, it means that you're more reactive to the triggers than other people, or it means that you're in an active, acute response. So in other words, what I just said, if a person comes into me and they've never been treated before, or they're taking their medication and they know they have Hashimoto's, but they haven't had all of their triggers pulled, then they are in their diet figured out and all that type of stuff. Then every time they unknowingly do something like, take a supplement with iodine in it, or maybe they eat a food that's a food sensitivity on a Monday and it doesn't bother them until Wednesday, and that food starts to react and their immune system starts to flare up, they'll get an inflammatory response either against their thyroid, against their thyrocytes, their thyrocytes or thyroid cells, against their thyroid cells. And then that'll create an inflammatory response. Maybe you get a little bit of enlargement in there, and then you have that hoarseness, and then it comes and it goes for no reason at all. You might have swelling with it, you may not have swelling with it, and that's kind of how it goes. If a person comes in here and they're that significant, that's acute to me. That's like a right now thing. Let's get that under control right now, because if you get that under control right now, a lot of the patient's symptoms feel better. The problem I have with that is then the patient thinks they're better and they go like, well, I'm done. But at that point, we usually need to find the rest of their triggers, and a lot of times they're like so happy because they're feeling so much better that they don't follow through with that. But that's another story. This is significant. You can get this. It's a sign that you're either in an acute response, or that if you're like me, and I'm not in acute situations anymore. I mean, I have my Hashimoto's like largely under control. But for me, it's kind of a sign of like, okay, there's a trigger somewhere that I didn't miss. Something happened to me today. Because basically in Hashimoto's, look, you're looking to get the person to stop the downward progress. You're looking to get them out of remission, and then you're looking to have them have enough awareness to know that you have to manage this thing. You have to look for future trigger. Did I get stressed today? Did I not get enough sleep last night? For me, it could be some of those things. And so I just go like, okay, I got to get a good night's sleep tonight. Or maybe I ate too much salt, so I need to take some potassium. Or that can be a bellwether for a lot of you. Even after you're really, really, really feeling good, that could be a bellwether for some of you. So don't think, oh my God, I'm not cured yet or everything, because you don't cure Hashimoto's, but it can be that. So the short answer was yes. It can cause, yes, it can cause you to have hoarseness. And the long answer is everything else I just got done telling you. So Hashimoto's and hoarseness, I think that's a good topic.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of What is Hashimoto's? To find out more on any of our topics, or for information on scheduling a consultation with Dr. Rutherford, please visit us at whatishashimotos.com.